From June 12 to 15, diplomatic envoys to China from the European Union and its member states came to Chengdu to visit various sites, including the Chengdu Planning Exhibition Hall, Dujiangyan Irrigation System, the Business and Innovation Center for China-Europe Cooperation, and local cutting-edge technology companies. Experiencing Chengdu's rich historical and cultural heritage while witnessing its rapid development in urban planning and technological innovation. In this delegation, there are both first-time guests and long-time friends of Chengdu. As visitors themselves, how do they perceive Chengdu as a city?
It's my first time to come here. It's much better to see it than to read about. It's much more illustrative. Everything in Chengdu until this moment really impressed me a lot. I mean, the city in itself, where you can see the quality of life, you can see the architecture, the streets, and the people. And this reminds me a lot the north part of Portugal, where we have the Douro River with the mountains. That's like being here. I feel a little bit home. This is not a strange environment for me. And so I would encourage Chinese people to go to Portugal and visit the country, but also visit this region, because they will feel the same.
I have been here in Dujiangyan already 2 times. This is the 2nd time. I like the mountains, I like the forests, I like the rivers and waters. And it's always fascinating how long this irrigation system has worked for more than 2,200 years.
But it's also a very good example of ecological equilibrium. So I think that is really something that we have to study, and we have to take an example also for future works in the sector of water management.
This is already my 5th stay in Chengdu, so I'm very happy and proud to be back in Chengdu every time.
I was told that it was the most relaxed city in China. Maybe that is somehow the feeling that we get, but it's also very innovative.
Yeah, that was how heavy is it? How many kilos?
2 tons, over 2.5 tons.
Oh, 2.5 tons.
Normally.
The energy transition happens now as well in the mobility, not only with the cars, but also with low altitude aircraft. And I think this is a tremendous development. So I think I'm very much impressed about this company and about the innovation that happens in here.
In recent years, relations between Chengdu and the European Union have been warming up, with strong interactive partnerships in culture, arts, education, diplomacy, and economy with various member states. This has provided a platform and laid a foundation for further deepening cooperation between China and the European Union.
This year we celebrate the 45th anniversary of diplomatic relations. We celebrate the 25th anniversary of the handover of Macau to the Chinese sovereignty.
It's the 60th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between the 2 countries. Also because this year marks the year of cultural tourism between France and China. We have a consulate general in Chengdu. We have major French companies operating in Sichuan and in Chengdu. So we want to be ever more active with Chengdu and Sichuan when it comes to people exchanges, university exchanges, artists exchanges, museum cooperation. Also we have a cooperation in the field of biodiversity, given the richness of the biodiversity here in Sichuan. We enjoy our cooperation when it comes to the giant pandas. You know, French people love having pandas in France. So it's a thriving relation.
Contemporary art is another link between Italy and Chengdu. Last year we had here in Chengdu a very beautiful exhibition of one of the great masters of Italian modern art, Morandi. So we are very glad that in the year of the 700th Marco Polo anniversary, Chengdu will celebrate with Italy this important event.
Chengdu can play this role of being one of the main entry gates for China and Spain relationships, and it has all the means of transportation to communicate with the rest of the country. In fact, we are planning to establish new air flights connections. Therefore, we are putting the structure in order to increase and give a big push, a big impulse to bilateral relations, China and Spain, precisely through Chengdu.
Currently, the European Union has established 321 foreign invested enterprises in Chengdu. In 2023, the total import and export volume between the EU and Chengdu reached 125.99 billion RMB. This year, the China-Europe Railway Express Chengdu has operated over 1,000 trains, with the value of goods transported increasing by 21.6% year-on-year. Additionally, 10 passenger and cargo air routes to the EU have been opened. In the future, how do the EU and its member states envision further cooperation with Chengdu?
A couple of months ago, I attended the Chengdu Financial Week. And so we are looking right now into possibilities maybe to connect Luxembourg as a financial center. I know that Chengdu has plans to set up a regional financial center in the west of China, southwest of China. So, and obviously we stand ready to support Chengdu in those efforts.
I would stress mainly scientific exchanges, contacts between universities and different projects of development and research, scientific, technical, and also artistic. Like China, Spain is one of the major countries with a rich cultural heritage. So that we have there a big territory space to develop together, giving these assets, cultural assets, a worldwide spectrum.
There was a lot of technology shared in the past, and so we look very much forward to attract companies like this one, and also obviously the electric vehicle manufacturers and other high innovation companies to the European Union to establish their research bases, research and development, innovation, but also factories in the European Union. 欢迎 in Europe.